Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello. Hi,
Good,
how are you?
good, Mandy May. Mandy May, I love that.
Thank you.
It's good to have you with us. It's
Thank
August.
you. It's awesome to be here. You and,
August.
you and those glasses. Oh my God.
Yeah, these are the Flashpoint glasses, and today is a
I
good day
know.
to have them on because it is
Yes,
super
because of
hot
the
out,
glare. Oh my gosh, it's like a sauna even here.
and
Even
it's
here.
and it's bright, and we want this to be a symbol of your future. So bright, you
So
have to wear
bright you need
shades.
to for the glare. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, we got some studio lighting here. But hope this finds you well, everyone. I want to welcome you in for a great show today. We have special guests, VIPs, and always think of it this way: you are a part of the show, even though
Mhm.
you're not physically in the show. If you're in the live chat, if you're getting this on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, you are a viewer. Therefore, in some way, we're connected to you. You're tuning into this show, and we want this to reach you today. We got some great guests coming on. We have Mandy, who's going to read a poem live, which is going to be beautiful. We have Marilyn Morales, who's going to be joining us. And we also
Mhm.
have Carmen Gonzalez, who's going to be joining us.
Yes.
Both, Mandy, both VIPs for Flashpoint 4.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Setting the example to get in early while they can. Yes.
Yes,
Love
and
it.
they have great stories to share. So I invite everybody that you, after you meet them today, you're going to want to connect. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
Mandy, are you ready to kick the show off?
I'm absolutely ready to kick this show off. So let us get into our usual routine, which begins with the hourglass. And I'm going to let you take that.
Yes, the hourglass is our symbol. We bring this symbol up every show as a reminder for you to get into the moment. Your week has been a certain way. I don't know how your week has been. I hope it's been amazing, but what if it isn't? And maybe you're worrying about something that happened. Maybe somebody did something to you, and you're kind of stuck somewhere here. You're focusing on a grain of sand down here somewhere, and you're pontificating on it. Or maybe you're in strive, drive, chase, and race, and you're trying to get up to this grain of sand so fast you're not acknowledging the very thing that's happening right now. Life is unfolding. It's going to unfold during this show. And we want to invite you to be in the present moment, live more fully now. And I want to say that this is grown into power of pure presence, which is all about living more fully now as life unfolds. And that there's no future moment that can fix right now. Like I can't get here to fix now. I can only work here as life unfolds. And then as we shared, that as life unfolds, if I become intentional and dialed into the moment and really accept it and find joy, that maybe I can start to direct where that sand is going through my intention, through my heart-centered intention. I can maybe hold it and cause it to go in a certain direction. And while I can't control it completely because it's going to go where it's going to go, I can send it in the general direction, just like you can set your intention here today.
And also, as we've seen with that, right there in the middle, as we know, is the present moment, as you've already said. But that is where the inspiration, see the word inspired, and it's perfectly placed with that little string around the center because it's the present moment. So life unfolds in the present moment. That's where the inspiration that can ignite our souls and bring our passions alive happens, but it's right now.
Yeah. If I
Awesome.
pause, you watch the sand, it
Yeah,
just never
slowly
stops.
forward.
So we can observe it in any moment, just like life. We can
Yes.
observe right now and accept what's happening right now. And as you're dialing into the show,
Yes.
you may have an intention already, but maybe you don't. But whatever it is, we just invite you in. Just see what comes up for you today. So that's the hourglass.
At the hourglass. Now we are going to move on to the Edison light bulb. And this, I don't know, every week I seem to get more out of this than I could ever think. And then I go
Yeah.
into the next week and think, can I get any more out of this? The Edison light bulb. This was Edison's creation. What's happening? You've got
You're good. Keep going.
okay. So Edison we've got an echo. That's what it is. Edison created the light bulb, and that replica right there, Austin actually purchased at the site where that light bulb was originally created, which I think is really neat.
Yes.
Now, Edison didn't just create it just like that. He had an idea, and it took him thousands of ways, not just ways, different ways, because each way that he tried and didn't work was perceived as a failure. But rather than see it as failure, he said, I created 10,000 different ways to succeed. And here's a couple of things around that. So it was Edison's quote. I think I've used this one before, maybe. But anyway, he said, results. Why, man? I have gotten a lot of results. I know several thousand things that won't work. Right? Now, tie that into the hourglass. The past is the source of knowledge, and the future is the source of hope. So how can failure to success be a source of hope? This is where Truman Capote actually brings out a brilliant quote. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. So this puts a completely different slant on failure. We can look at failure and think, oh gosh, I've failed, I'm never going to be a success. Or we can see it as hope for the future, as Edison did by creating thousands of different ways that eventually in the future brought the success of the light bulb. Yeah. Or we can spice up the failure and look at it with great flavor as hope that it's coming if we just keep going and never quit. And that is the point behind the light bulb. He never, ever accepted defeat. He created thousands of different ways to succeed, and we can do the same.
Yeah. And I want to, add to this that one of the differentiators, if you think about it, what if your whole journey was just changing how you viewed failure and things that don't work? What if that was it? I remember during my career, my corporate career, one of the things that I learned, I was on a quota for 19 years.
Right.
And one of the things that I learned where I made and I did my best to train this to people that I worked with. It's not your big months. Your big months are going to happen. But what I focused on is making my bad months better, even if by a hair. And when you look at that over the course of 12 months, it's the difference between overachieving and just being average.
You got it.
Managing your down moments when you feel the down moment, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can just improve a hair. Every time, imagine if you could just improve a hair every time there's a down moment, which is really what Edison did. When it didn't work, what did he do? He made a minor tweak. It didn't work. He made a minor tweak. It didn't work. So what if every time it doesn't work out, you just made a minor tweak and you said it's okay? And when you stack that up, you have the compounding effect, and you have the light bulb.
And that can also relate to feelings, right? So in down moments, what can we do to elevate our mood or our energy level so that we can change it up a little bit and a little bit more? So it might be just as simple as thinking to yourself, okay, I'm going to smile. A smile always brings a little bit more energy and a little bit more life to it. So it works in the literal world and the within world, as I would say.
Gordon, we love you too, brother. I would love you to post your link in here for your show.
Hi, Gordon. I can't
love.
see anybody on here.
Hiding in the quiet dark.
My brother, Gordon.
Gordon has a show on Friday. He replaced our old time slot at 12 noon. Long bearded guy. So Gordon, I want to invite you to post that link here on the show as we're warming up. So Mandy, we're off to a great start. What else do we have?
We have one more thing, which is the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell. And all we can see is the
Liberty Bell.
That's it. There it is.
This was a half marathon that I ran.
Wow. So
There we go.
that's for great. Yeah, wear it. So that's for everybody in the show here. If you think of something that might contribute, or even if it's just something you think about that, oh, it's like a light bulb moment or something. No pun intended to the Edison light bulb. But anyway, aha moment, something that stands out to you, something that resonates with you. Just put Liberty Bell in the chat room, or even Bell, and Austin will ring that Liberty Bell to put emphasis
and here's what I want to do. I want to
thought.
do something different.
Do it.
I want you to move. I want you to move if you can.
What, right now?
Yep. The listeners,
I'm staying put.
you can raise your arms. I want you to move your body. Move your body. We talked about making it a hair, and we talk. What if you could move your body right now? Move your body. If you're in the car, see if you can lift your head up, put your shoulders back, grab a deep breath. Say, hey, I don't have it figured out right now, but I know something's going to give. Hey, I figured this out before. I'm not feeling great, but I know that I can feel there's a glimmer. There's a little bit of, there's a sliver of hope. There's a vision. There's a flicker flash of something that's there. And acknowledge, like, if you don't have it figured out, you're feeling the feels, things aren't going well. Say, things aren't going well right in this moment, but I've been here before. Or I know I haven't been here before, but I know I've overcome some challenges before. I have the track record. I have the track record. You have to
do it again. I can do it again.
I'm at work
Keep
and I'm
rising up. Keep rising up. There we go. Shell's
Because
working on
one thing to talk about it, but when you start to move, you instantly feel better. We all know this, but and so we want to incorporate it. We want you to incorporate it because it works. It helps you feel better
every time.
Yes, and
just like the storm battered flower, right? Bends over in the storm.
Yep.
And when the sun begins to shine, it slowly comes back to life and opens up to full beauty.
Yep. So, Mandy, I'm excited. I want to get to our first guest.
Yes.
Who is a VIP at Flashpoint Live 4.0.
4.0. October 7th to 9th. It's coming up very fast.
Yes.
Very fast. Yes.
I'm going to drop that link in right now because I want to give people the opportunity to find it, because VIP tickets are going. They will sell out.
Yes, they will.
They will sell out. And there are 197 for VIP, 97 for just the virtual, which is Saturday and Sunday. But the VIP ticket, as it's going to be 197. It's going up on Saturday, August 20th. It's going to go up to 297. So I want to encourage you to get your ticket. Get your ticket. They say when you pay attention, and I believe that to be true. So I want to invite you to get your ticket. All right, first guest, Marilyn is a VIP. So we're going to be ringing the bell here. So Marilyn has an incredible story of overcoming trauma. And I mean trauma. I mean heavyweight stuff. And when I look at the way she carries herself, she embodies this. Because you see some people will say it and they're not really there yet. But and I'm not saying she doesn't have tough moments, because I know she does. But her journey has become a light for others, overcoming the trauma of 9/11 and her daughter. And we're going to hear about her book. We're going to hear about the story of Marilyn Morales. So Marilyn, I want to welcome you to Flashpoint for the first time.
Welcome, Marilyn. Namaste. So good to have you here.
Hi, Mandy. Hi, Austin. Thank you for having me here today.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure. Carry on.
I do want to mention, I'm hearing you guys talking back in this green room about failure and the Edison and the light bulb. And again, one of these moments is that last night I posted something, early this morning, I posted something on Facebook, and it is exactly about that subject. It is, if you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning.
Yes. First attempt in learning. There we go.
I love that. That's another great metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's incredible. That I was just thinking that last night, posted that, and here we are talking about that.
Yeah.
So yes, I have an upcoming book. It's coming out January 7th, 2023. The title of my book is When the Answer is No, Finding Purpose Through Pain. And it takes you on, I invite you into my journey of when I was a young nurse, public health nurse in New York City, and I experienced the tragedy of the falling of the Twin Towers. I worked right there. So a lot of the things that I saw that day, experienced that day, I say this all the time, it's a very different thing when you're watching it on television, as many Americans did, but it's a whole other ball game when you're there and you're looking at everything unfolding right in front of you. So the PTSD that I suffered after that was very real. It happened, we hear about it happening to veterans of war, but in 9/11, the war was brought to us, was brought to the civilians. And believe you me, I was not prepared for it. Mentally, physically, spiritually, not prepared for that kind of a war and devastation. So, going through all of that and illness, I always say, begins in the mind. So PTSD is something that we suffer from in the mind before we become physically ill. So then all of a sudden we become physically ill from it. And that's exactly what happened to me.
Wow.
But
So true. And how can you ever be prepared for anything like that happened?
none of us, nobody that went to
No
war,
one.
none of us that were there
Yeah.
that day. And I'm one of many, thousands of Americans that were there. Thousands of Americans that were in the towers, that fled from the towers, that are survivors. Nobody was ready for that. And the aftermath that came from that. In addition to that, 7 years after that event, when I had thought that I was already coming around the corner from that and healing from that episode, my 7-month-old daughter is diagnosed with a rare leukemia. So dealing with that, finding out that no one in our family was a match for her. She needed a bone marrow transplant with the type of cancer that she had. That was the only form of treatment. Today, it is still the only form of treatment for JMML leukemia. And, when you're looking for a match to have that bone marrow transplant, your best chance is somebody in your family, your immediate family, your siblings. And my other 2 children were not matches. So, beginning the search for somebody to save my daughter's life. Imagine that, being a mom and knowing that there's nothing that you can do, that I now have to rely on a stranger to save my child's life, and what that feels like. So Isabella was her name, and she did find her match. She unfortunately passed 6 months later from other reasons, not related to transplant, but definitely impactful, definitely threw me right back into the symptoms of PTSD that I suffered from during that first event, because PTSD is a trauma or an event that throws you into, not knowing what to do with yourself. Reality doesn't feel real. How could I possibly going through these symptoms all over again? And how do I possibly survive this? And how do I get through this and my family? But here I am. I'm on the other side of it. And the reason for the book and the reason for me speaking at this time is to show people that, yes, there is hope, that you can come on the other side, and that I am, extending my hand forward to help you get to that other side. So this weekend was part of that. Last weekend, I was at the Ultimate Speakers Competition. And that's
Marilyn, I'm going to jump in. Marilyn, can I just jump in for a minute? Because I just
Sure.
want to honor you and everything that you've been through. And now you've had the courage to step out and be a light. And that may sound, that journey is a long one. And that journey is something that I can't even imagine. But I do know, I just want you to hold your book up, and I would love to hear this. We can share the story about it.
right here.
When the answer
Right
is
here. Finding Purpose Through Pain.
through pain. And I
And
can
on the
see
cover, you'll see the Twin Towers, and you can see my daughter right there.
Yeah.
And I love the way you've positioned the photograph of your daughter at the base of the Twin Towers, because when those Twin Towers fell, that was the ending of thousands of lives that fell into the ground. And when you lost your daughter, that was at the base of life, because she lost her life. I love the way that's very, very visually impacting.
Yeah.
Even if nobody reads the book, I got goosebumps all over when I suddenly realized what I was looking at. It tells the whole story right there. That is beautiful. I don't know how you came up with that, but that is so
Thank you.
profound in deep
and,
meaning for
and
other
courageous
people.
and
And
courageous.
very courageous, very
Courageous to
courageous.
share the story. So I want to applaud you for that. But at the same time, I know how many lives it's going to impact people that
Yes.
need to hear this, and so we honor you. Before we get into the next segment, Jose is on here from the Connected Leaders Academy, and I just want to say publicly, congratulations, Jose. You just had a new addition to your
And a new
family,
baby. Yes.
new baby boy, right?
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you, Connected Leaders Academy, another Academy member. So there we go.
There's also another Academy member, and I can't remember his name. I think it's Kevin. Him and his wife just had a baby girl on August the 2nd as well.
Oh,
One of our members, anyway. I forget his last name. Yeah.
So I want to share this. Yes, thank you, Mandy. I want to share. So October 7th, 8th, and 9th, we have Flashpoint 4.0. It's an experience like no other. It'll have a major positive impact on you. And just to shed some light on this, Marilyn is coming as a VIP, and I want her to share. Marilyn and I attended the Ultimate Speaker competition with Christoph Wyman and Michelle Wyman. And Marilyn had an incredible experience taking the stage, standing in her power. But then we had something that also happened that was really interesting. So Marilyn, I would love for you to share that as well.
Right. So that weekend, it was my first time on a stage. So definitely doing things that was outside of my comfort level and saying yes and being in the moment, just like Austin talks about. He also spoke at that event. So again, I'm listening to Austin and listening to what's going to happen in October. I had a previous event that I couldn't attend, so it opened up that weekend for me. And as I'm listening to Austin, I'm going to Austin's event. So after I had finished my second speech and I was like, okay, I'm done. You know, I made it to the finals, but 2 other people went on to go on. And I felt relieved. It was behind me. And I said, you know what? Now I can enjoy myself and start mingling with other people, right?
Yes.
Because I don't have those nerves. I can let it go and just be in the moment, exactly what I was thinking. So I see Austin in the back and I decide to approach Austin because I had made this internal decision. I'm going to Austin's event. So I approach Austin and I said, Austin, I'm coming to your event. And he's like, okay, good. Yeah. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I mean, right now, I want to buy your ticket right now. I'm not going to wait now. So he was like, oh, okay. He was like, well, let me figure this out. Let me give you my laptop and I'll set you up and you can buy your ticket. I said, okay, excellent. He gets it. I said, I'm going to sit here at the table and I'm just going to go ahead and buy my ticket because I need to buy it now. So I get there, I'm putting in my information. In the background, I'm listening to Christoph talking. Now, he had this contest that I had no idea I was going to be a part of, that he was going to gift money to the person who brought the most guests to this event.
That's
right? So
Yes.
I'm still just paying attention to what I'm doing, not thinking that I'm going to be winning any money, not thinking anything about that, but I'm hearing him in the background. All of a sudden, he says, and the person who won this contest is Marilyn Morales. And I had just hit send on the computer where I had just purchased my ticket. So I look at Austin, right? And I said, oh my God. So Austin goes, you just won back the money that you purchased your ticket.
I just wrote that down. I won my money back for Austin's ticket.
Yeah, and I'm like, we're excited. He was like, you just won your money, but I'm still haven't run on the stage. And he goes, go get your money.
Yeah, I said, go get your money. You won. Like, let's go.
Go get your money.
No, I got to ring the bell. That's the Liberty Bell, right? They say,
awesome.
It's true. I think when we make decisions and we say yes, and the way Marilyn, the way how assertive she was, because at first I was like, okay, we'll get. He's like, no, now. I was like, okay, I'll go get the. I was like, wow, she means business, right? She knew that she wanted to come. And Marilyn, I'm so excited on you being there and who you're going to connect with. And I'll let Mandy, how awesome is this event going to be? I mean, just. Nope.
Money back on your ticket. I've been to every one of these conferences. but I've been I've been virtual, and
Yes.
it's been very difficult for me not to be there because, like Austin, I'm a people's person. I like to interact. I'm a hugger. I like to learn. I like to grow, etc. And these events are so electric. Now, there are moments where there are tears. There are moments where we're dancing. There's moments where we're laughing. There's moments where we're listening, learning, and growing. But it's a whole combination. And because of the people proximity and all the different levels of people that are in the room and backgrounds and cultures, and we're all like a big family. So it's just like one big circle of community. And this is the importance of the proximity of community, of being with like-minded people with the same spirit in here to reach out and make a difference in the lives of others. It is off the charts, incredibly powerful. I can already feel it, and I know you can, because I can feel the energy in your smile right now. You're going to have anybody that comes to this event will walk away feeling on fire for life. I kid you not.
No question about it. No question about it. So Marilyn, I'm really happy to have you on. What I'm going to do, our next guest is here. So because it worked out this way, but I want to tell you, we're going to talk to you in more depth on how to get your ticket, your VIP ticket, your virtual ticket. And Mandy's got a poem that it's a special poem, and it has special meaning. We're going to get to that. So hang in there, but let's bring on our next guest, who is she's actually en route. She's in her car.
She's always in the car.
Somebody you may know.
So funny.
What?
I only ever see her in the car. It's like I've got this. Anytime I hear the word Carmen, it's like, oh, Carmen in the car, CC.
It's like every day I'm hustling. It's kind of like,
yeah.
So I'm going to bring her on for a couple minutes. Marilyn, if you want to stay on, you can.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay.
Awesome.
More the merrier. Welcome, Carmen.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Oh, she is. Hi, girlfriend.
Hi. How's everyone doing today?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Yes.
Awesome.
Good, Marilyn.
Carmen.
So I want to just say, Carmen, I'm excited to work with you. And Carmen has so much going on that sometimes I need to call her and go, Carmen, what is this again? What are we doing? Because her creativity is off the charts and her passion is on point. Her creativity off the charts, passion on point. She has a business called Writing Moves Me. She's kicking off her business this Saturday in Philadelphia.
Whoa, yes.
Poetry Alive, but it's much more than that. So I just wanted to bring her on. And she honored me with emceeing the event. So Carmen, welcome to the show and glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. Thank you. Yes, I'm super excited. Thank you for agreeing to MC for me on Saturday. I am so looking forward to it. I'm super excited. It is, yes, my Poetry Alive. Understanding how poetry works. And I feel like poetry has been dead for so long. And now I'm ready to show the world that poetry is not dead. It's still alive.
So true. So true. And Mandy's a poet. She has her book. We're going to read a poem today that I wrote, which is going to be shared. And I think Jose is one of the sponsors, correct?
Yes, he is.
Sponsoring. Yep. So that's awesome. Why should somebody come to this event, Carmen? Why? Like from somebody who's like, what is this? What did I just stumble across? To maybe somebody who kind of knows, like, why would somebody come to this event?
Sure. So this event is going to be a unique event. So it's August 6th at 3. I'm asking everyone to get there at 3:30. I'm going to have vendors. I'm going to have an auction, fashion show, and then Poetry Alive, explaining what is poetry. I'm going to have 2 speakers before me. I'm going to have Isaiah Johnson, who happens to be my son. He's a teenager, 17 years old, and he will be directing his motivational speaking to the youth. Then I have Julia Gandhi, who will be, another speaker, and then I will come after them. This event is geared towards letting go and just being you and knowing that you can do it. So the fashion show is, I'm bringing out my new line. I have Bernadette Lee, who will be bringing out her line. I have Keith, who will be bringing out his line. I have Sage Lee, my goddaughter, who will be auctioning out a few of her paintings. She's an artist. She is 15 years old, and here she is. She's an artist, an entrepreneur. She is my personal photographer and personal videographer. Like I'm so selfless. I want everybody else. I always say, when I come up, everyone else comes up with me.
That's right.
So I want the gifts and the talents to go forth. So it's not just poetry, but it's a couple things happening on Saturday. So you want to come out, because you'll get a sense of how Carmen does things and the creativity and how my mind works. And it's at the Arch Street Meeting House, 320 Arch Street, and this is a historical building. I love history. So I kind of sort of connected when I was looking at the venues. I connected with this place, and I stopped looking. I said, all right, this is it. My son was like, but we have like 4 more venues. So, no, this is it. So you would just get a sense of, how Carmen does things.
So Carmen, we want to be able to get people a ticket. So how can they get a ticket?
Sure, you can inbox me, or if you go on my Facebook page on the comment section, there is the link for that as well. There's $40 for the regular admission tickets, then it's $97 for VIP ticket. Jose Escobar is one of my sponsors. He is also a VIP. He also has a vending table, so he's showing up full blown. He's coming in full blown.
Awesome. That's great.
Marilyn Morales is one of my VIPs.
VIP.
Okay, there you go, So Marilyn's going to be there as a VIP.
I'm a VIP in spirit.
Yes, you're a VIP, Queen Mandy. You're always a VIP.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
I love you. I love the fact that this is such a wide range and a wide variety, all under the umbrella of poetry, but it's incorporating all the arts from different people and different events and things that are going on. And I would love to be there. Seriously, I would love to be there to see how Carmen Gonzalez works the floor. I really would. But I already know. I got the vibes. Good for you, girlfriend. Good for you.
Yes. And Mandy, awesome. You said something important, because poetry is part of the arts.
Yes,
and
it is.
This is something I was going to say Saturday, but I'll say it now. So because it's part of the arts incorporates fashion, music. Yep. It incorporates all of it. So that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. The poetry umbrella with all the arts underneath. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. I hope there's going to be lots of pictures and everything. I want to see it all so I can feel the energy.
Yes, I'll be going live right before we begin, and my sons will have my phone. They already said I'm not allowed to have my phone, so they'll be going live on my phone. And then, throughout the thing, they've been doing a really, I have to shout out to all of my sons, especially Samuel Johnson, my agent. They've been doing a great job with keeping me balanced and not stressed out. Like they really have.
How wonderful is that to
beautiful.
Have four sons, is it, or 5?
5.
5 sons that support and love their mother so much, they take the weight off her shoulder so that she can shine in the best way that she possibly can. That's so powerful and beautiful. Yeah, and congratulations.
The way your sons show up, I was fortunate enough to be on some of the planning calls, and the way they show up and how excited they are and engaged they are. It's amazing. It's really amazing to see. Beautiful. And I'm curious to watch this, because the impact on people in attendance, but also you and your family, how this is going to impact you to kick this business off as you move forward into this year. You have big goals and plans. So it's going to be very exciting to watch. I'm excited and eager to be a part of it as well. So I appreciate that. And we know it's going to be amazing. So
it's not going to be.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Mandy.
It's not going to be Houston we have liftoff. It's going to be Philadelphia we have liftoff.
That's right.
Yes. And this is a pre-rally for my Poetry with a Twist, which is taking place September 17th. It's going to take place at the Arch Street Meeting House as well. So, yeah.
I'm eager to see this place. I'm really excited to be there. So,
can I say that this is my introduction to poetry is through Carmen? I
Wow.
had that's one
Really?
thing, yeah, because I think I said this to you before. I really never really paid attention to poetry before,
Mhm.
except when you're a kid and you're making jokes. Roses are red, violets are blue. You know, things like that that rhyme. Other than that, but really, really good poetry. When I first got Carmen's book, was my first poetry book, and I
Wow.
was amazed,
Congratulations.
amazed, and I was like, "Wow, this is so different than what I thought poetry was." So,
Mhm.
thank you, Carmen.
You're
So
welcome. And a lot
awesome.
of people don't
Awesome.
understand that there's different types of poetry,
Yes,
not just
Absolutely.
one form.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
So
Multiple
both
levels.
events are going to be awesome. Get there Saturday, stay plugged in, and we're excited. Mandy's going to read a poem here soon, but this has been awesome. I want to invite you to connect. I want to tell Marilyn and Carmen after you exit here, feel free to go back in on the chat, whatever you want, and share your links, whatever, how people can connect with you, so
Awesome.
they have a connection point. And
Okay.
we're gonna share a poem. We're gonna close the show out. We're gonna give you an opportunity. Both Carmen and Marilyn are coming to the event as a VIP. Jose is about to be down in Philly. Get ready. It's on Saturday. So Jose's going to be at the event as well. So lots of exciting things, everyone. So I want to thank Carmen, Marilyn for being here. Mandy, final words
Thank
before
you.
we say goodbye.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate both of you on all of your successes. Marilyn, I can relate to you big time because I lost my son, my only son. So I know that pain. One of my biggest speeches is from pain to beauty. So the connection between your story and mine and your book, it just very powerful and very profound. And I just absolutely honor your courage and your spirit. Carmen, we also relate because I left an abusive background, as did you, completely turned your life around. And again, just a complete honoring of your spirit and your courage to keep rising and never quitting. In my world, quitters never win, but winners, let's say this right, winners never quit, winners never quit, quitters never win. We are all winners when we keep rising and we keep going and never quit. I honor and love you both. Thank you so much, and
Thank you,
congratulations on
Mandy.
all of your successes, and best wishes for this weekend, Carmen.
Thank you so much, ladies. Looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing.
It is.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you soon. Wow. Oh, wow.
Been amazing so far. So I want to
Oh, my
encourage everyone.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing. So it's absolutely going to be amazing. I want to encourage everybody to get their ticket.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just scroll here real quick. This is your breakthrough.
Take advantage of all these opportunities because they're happening in the moment. They're happening right now, or, in the next few days type thing. And what inspiration and what power and energy and opportunities to find that moment of being able to change your life into something better, and learning to grow and never give up. Carry on, Austin.
I just want to give everyone a visual on this. This is yourbreakthrough2022.com. You can go here. We still have lots of opportunities. You learn the Flashpoint formula, identify your limiting beliefs that are holding you stuck, secret power of resonance. There's a workbook, and develop the power of pure presence. So all this is here. A little bit about me, discover greater clarity, dramatically increase progress and results. And I'm telling you, I'm watching people's progress, the people that attend these events. I'm watching how they're progressing. So I know it works. Greater support, expand your network. We got the Rocky experience for the VIP. We got a testimony from Mandy here, as well as James McNeil. And then you start your breakthrough now. We got the VIP 197 now. It's going to go up to 297 on August 20th. But you're going to get the Rocky experience. There's about 10 to 12 remaining. The Journey to Freedom video, the questions to identify and remove limiting beliefs. It's a cross-country road trip. We recorded a video in an inspirational place leading up to the Grand Canyon. You're going to get the official Flashpoint sunglasses right here. There's a special video from Rudy Rudiger from the movie Rudy. You get a printed copy of the Flashpoint workbook, and you get Marlon Mueller's Keys to Wealth, all by enrolling. So I just want to encourage you, if you think too much, you won't do it. I already know. If you think too much, you're not going to do it. You just got to get your ticket, get your ticket. And as we established, Marilyn's going to be there. Marilyn's going to be there. Carmen's going to be there. And we have a special surprise right now because Mandy is going to be there.
Yes, I am. Yes,
So
I
Mandy,
am.
I want to invite you. I want you to hang in there. This is going to be special, everyone. So Mandy, are you ready? Because I'm going to bring you on.
What am I ready for?
Well, I want you to read the poem.
Oh, okay. Well, you're
Oh, wait
always
a
full of surprises.
So
So I just don't know when we're going to. Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
hold on.
Ready
Before
when
you,
are.
Gordon wants to know which ticket are you and I getting, Mandy?
We're getting the ticket that puts us in the same car, my brother.
So
He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about.
okay. All right. I don't, but that's okay. All right.
VI triple P, Gordon.
All right. Done.
VI
All right.
triple P.
So Mandy, I'm going to turn it over to you. I want you to hang on with this. I want you to share this. This is going to be special. And okay, let me give you a disclaimer. If you don't want to change, leave now. If you don't want to make a change, leave now. If you want a positive change, or you have a decision that if you have a decision that you've been pontificating on, should I stay or should I go? What should I do? I want you to hang around for this right now. Mandy, are you ready?
Before you do, I just want to say a great scripture comes in here where it talks about indecision. Someone who is indecisive is like a leaf being tossed about in the wind. It goes here, it goes there, it's up, it's down, and it never has any direction, so it never gets anywhere. The impact is to not overthink, get out of your head, and choose the decision to act right now in the current moment. That's how that makes me feel.
Mandy, are you ready?
I am ready. I am ready.
I am exiting stage left. Mandy, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And what a great honor this is for me to do this. Austin had kind of mentioned a while back and things happened and we never got to do it. And here we are. We're going to do this for everybody. For everybody that knows me, I'm just going to show you, this is my book, Catalyst Poetry. And I have a show on a Wednesday evening at 8:45 where I read poetry and show you my photography, and we have an inspirational discussion. And Austin will confirm this, but he said it was because of me that he started writing poetry. And this is where we come to the big experience now. He loves the way I read poetry, express poetry, and interpret poetry. So he asked me if I would be willing to read his new poem called The Jump. He's read it several times live. He's made a video with background nature scenes and him live, and it's been very, very powerful. And so now here we are. I am actually able to read and interpret as through expression his poem, Austin J. Haynes, a poem by Austin J. Haynes called The Jump. And here we go. Until you jump, you do not know how far you will fall or how high you will go. It's painful to stay, but it's scary to leave. One thing is sure, you can no longer live in between. Straddling two worlds worked for a while, but now you long for the faith of a child. You consider each scenario with unyielding precision, and lo, there really is only one decision. You step to the ledge with fire and zeal. You reconnect to spirit, and now you feel death and life now hang in the balance. Time to muster up all of your talents. All forces come together in your moment. No turning back and no way to relent. You make the leap and overcome your fear, passion fueled as you embark on a new frontier. Never to return to what you once knew. Faith and courage will now see you through. The Jump by Austin J. Haynes. I've lost.
Thank you, Mandy.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. That was absolutely beautiful. And this is the poem right here. It's framed.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful.
And that last line, when I wrote this and I read it back and I tweaked it, that last line just really moves me.
Faith and courage will now see you
The
through.
last two lines.
Never to return to what you once knew. Faith and courage will now see you.
Right.
Yeah.
When you make that decision, there's this embracing that never to return to what you once knew. Right. And it's the faith and the courage that now sees you through. It's just, it speaks to me, and I trust it speaks to you, especially if you've been thinking about a decision that you've been putting off. That's what this is. And this poem was birthed through my own experience, walking away from my 19-year job, being in the top, and I just decided to jump.
And I'm just going to add to that, because poetry is a form of the ancient storytellers from down through the ages, from the petroglyphs to the First Nations drawings, etc. Poetry is an art form of storytelling. And what are the stories about? The stories are about our own experiences and the experiences potentially of others. But when we are the poet ourselves, everything we write comes and is evoked from our internal experiences. And that is why it is so profound. Shakespeare and all the great sages speak as the poet as the #1 art form, and you can Google it on any platform. Poetry is the #1 art form of communicating expressive creativity through experience onto paper.
And then bringing it into words. And I'm going to share the link with everybody here. If you want to see that poem and you want to experience it again, there's a reading, and I'm going to do another version of it because I'm making it better. But I wanted Mandy to put her life and breadth and her energy into it. And you got to experience that now. We're going to make this available. If you want this will be available. We're going to be offering it this weekend. I'm going to have it available this weekend for those of you that attend Carmen's event, because I'm going to read it live.
Nice.
So it's
a
special
what a
thing.
treat that will be.
And look at this. Here's a testimony from Jose.
Oh.
Me going part-time in my day job was inspired by that poem from Austin. So
wow. Oh, that's awesome, Jose.
Yeah.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
And I just got another message from someone else, similar thing. Like they read the poem and they made a decision. And so that's what this is. Is it going to be relevant for everybody? Maybe not in their moment, but when things start to culminate and you're right there and then you read this poem, it's like Mandy's poem, Catalyst. It's that catalyst that sparks you on. So
it moves you. It moves you like nothing else.
Yeah. And then maybe I'll share it again at Flashpoint Live, the Friday, the VIP day, because we have a whole day planned. We're going to have other things in there. We got lots of special guests.
So you're doing a whole day for Friday, not just a half day?
Well, it starts at noon lunch, but it's going to be a whole day, right? Because we're going to go into.
Wanted to make sure.
We're going to go into the evening hours, everyone. We want you to have fun. Have fun too. I want you to laugh. If you feel like you need to cry, you'll cry. If you need to like shout it out, you're going to shout it out, like whatever you need to do, because this is your journey. What we're doing, we're working passionately to create an environment for change, for your flashpoint, for that flashpoint moment.
Nothing changes unless first you move. So get your butt off the couch and get your ticket and move to come to Flashpoint 4.0.
Yes.
You will not be disappointed.
And this is the first one that's actually in the city of Philadelphia.
Yes.
And I think somebody just bought a ticket. So I want to holler this out.
Yeah, who's that? Honor them.
Who just bought a ticket? I want to give you a shout out. Who just bought a ticket for Flashpoint? Who was it?
Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Who bought a ticket?
Tell us.
We're waiting here.
Is it not showing up?
Well, I got to dig it up. I got to find out who did it. I'll figure it out. I'm going to figure out who bought the ticket.
Whoever it is, you've just taken a first step towards
it was Michelle.
Success. Bravo.
It was Michelle.
Michelle
bought it. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. Michelle, I honor you.
Congratulations.
Michelle, ring the bell for Michelle, right?
Ring the bell for Michelle. Poets don't know it.
Michelle
Mabel. Michelle Mabel. Mon ami. Prête-moi plume pour écrire moi.
Yeah, the French part, right?
That one. Yeah.
So I want to invite you to get your ticket. I'm going to show you again here. You can get your ticket. We want you to get your ticket.
The excitement is already ramped. It's already ramped. How can you contain this excitement for the next 2 months? Somebody please tell me.
But we have probably about 10 VIP tickets left. I think we have like 10 sold. There's only room for 20. Get your ticket. I'm telling you, it's going to sell out. And then I'm going to have phone calls. Hey, can I still get a ticket?
Nope, be too late. It'll be
get your ticket now. It's $197. It's going to go up to $297 on August 20th. I know this is the sales part, right? Ooh, lose out on the deal, but it's true because there's only so many spots for the VIP because we're going over to the Rocky Steps. We're doing lunch.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to walk into a restaurant with 50 people going, hey, we're all VIPs here for lunch,
Yes.
There's a logistical thing to this. Get your ticket. Let me give you a shout out. Michelle just got her ticket. Get your ticket. We're excited. I'm telling you, if you are looking for change, this is
the thick of the action. Be in the thick of the action.
Yep.
Anybody on the outskirts gets picked off by predators. You need to be right in the center of the pack. The wolf pack, the herd, the Flashpoint team, people proximity. Get your VIP ticket and be a part of the center.
Make history. We're going to make some history.
We're all about making history.
So for right now, $197 VIP experience, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. You get the Rocky experience. You get the Journey to Freedom videos. So if you got some limiting beliefs, you want to uncover them and get rid of them. That's 11 days. You get a video every day for 11 days. You get the Flashpoint sunglasses. You get the Rudy Rudiger. Yes, the man from the movie Rudy.
Yes.
There's a special video you get from him because he spoke at the last events. You get a copy of the workbook. And Marlon is revising his keys to wealth. You're going to get that. So listen, we got you covered. And by the way, Jose is going to be there speaking as well. Jose is going to be talking about mastering the morning and evening routine. He doubled his income, got a promotion. And now just by mastering the morning and evening, he's got his book coming out. So lots of excitement. Mandy, back to you. I'm excited. You can tell.
Well, I'm just as excited. I mean, the energies are just bantering backwards and forwards, right? And just to promote Jose again, I went through that evening and morning routine program, and I'm telling you, it was tough going. It's spared no anything. You were either in or you weren't, and I'm now a member of the 5 a.m. club, and I swear by it. Getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning now. And I'm doing more right. I'm doing a lot more. I'm being more productive and more creative with my day. This is a fantastic program. So for Jose to be there and speak on this program, I'm telling you, wait till you learn about every inch of that program. You'll want to just jump in. This is a whole conference full. It's a basket full of jewels diamonds. It's just so beautiful, and it's already shining because it's already in the program, right? You rocked, Mandy. Yes, I did. I know I did, and I'm still rocking. And I got somebody else that's going to take you up on this. I'm going to connect you, Jose. I've sold another one.
There we go.
It's awesome.
Happens,
it's awesome.
Right?
It's all happening at Flashpoint 4.0, but you have to get your ticket now before they're sold out. Yes, you can do virtual. Like I said, I've done virtual for every conference because I didn't have a choice because of the pandemic, etc. But anyway, there is nothing more powerful to bring about change than being in a live experience with other people. The energies are just off the charts. There's nothing. Virtual no longer cuts it for me. No longer cuts it for me because I want to hug. I want to talk to. I want to look into people's eyes and feel and see them and enjoy their company and learn from them and grow with them. Grow with them, right? That's what it's all about. I'm so excited. Yes.
Yep. Lots of hugs are going to happen there.
Yes, and lots of tears. You might need a couple of days either side for everyone to get through all the emotion.
People staying extra days. They're like, I'm staying for a week. We're hanging out. I'm like, okay.
Well, yes. Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of residual, like before and after the event. People want to see Old City, Philadelphia. We're going to go back to the Liberty Bell. And by the way, my book is going to be done. This is one thing I'm not even talking about. My book is going to be out. My gosh, Flashpoint.
Wow.
Austin, when's your book coming out? Austin, when's your book coming out? My book is going to be released soon. So I'm excited.
So it'll be available at Flashpoint?
And I think, Gordon, that's the plan. Yes.
Yes. Woo! Bring it. Bring it.
Is Gordon Melville? Gordon, are you attending?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He
All
knows
right.
he is. He knows he is.
The long bearded guy is going to be in a long road trip with Mandy.
Yes, he is. Woo!
You know what's going to be funny, Mandy? Gordon's going to get here and he's going to have an English accent. But
well, I can guarantee one thing: I will never have an American accent.
Can you imagine Gordon gets here? He's going to be like, "Well, hello, everyone. Cheerio."
Oh, it's getting to be quite spiffy, I can assure you.
Well, this is a fine time to be in Philadelphia in the middle of October.
Time to be in Philadelphia. How's the weather in Philadelphia? Oh, let's not
So, everyone, just get your ticket. I'm going to put the
please just get your tickets. What a pleasure. What fun. It's just so awesome. And I love that everyone's so down to earth. You know, there's no egos here. There's no egos. And when you have somebody come to a conference like your videographer who came to the last one for the first time and he turns around and says he's been to many, many other conferences to film them and he's experienced nothing like Flashpoint and he considers it the best one he's ever been to. There's the testimonial. Complete stranger. That's what he took away. And you can too.
I'm going to be unplugged. I can tell you that right now. We are
unplugged. I'm already unplugged. I need a straight jacket.
And we got Gordon. He's already like Cheerio. He's already practicing. I think he spelled Cheerio wrong. So we got to already get him.
Cheerio.
We already got to work on him. All right. Mandy, we're at you got literally a word or two. We're done. We're at the top of the hour. So let's see what you got.
Well, I'm just going to say something that Carmen quoted, which is the focus of her event. It's all about letting go. And you know, one of my favorite mantras is by Dr. Wayne Dyer, let go and let God. Don't overthink. Just let go of all the mind monkey noise and take the action and do it. Let go and jump in. As the poem said, make the leap, overcome your fear, and you can experience the change.
Yes, sorry, I got a little echo here. So also, I want to invite everybody to join us for the Power of Pure Presence on Sunday at 10 a.m. I will drop that link. That show will also, it's a great way to just let go, like Mandy's saying, and step into the moment. So God bless everyone. I'm so glad you're here today. Yes, we're a little off the chains.
Love and hugs.
Love and hugs, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.